YouTubers, just wanted to show you what I did to my truck. I made my own brake bleeding kit. It's a pressurized system. Just wanted to show you that you can do it too, pretty cheap. So let's go through it. This is my 72 C10 and this is what I've done. So what I did was I went to Ace Hardware and I bought a 1 gallon pump sprayer. It's made by Home Plus. And I borrowed a gauge off of my air compressor over there, off the regulator. So that's where I mounted the gauge. And all you do is just drill you a hole and put your pipe thread tape on there and thread it in there. I didn't go down all the way. As you can see, there's a little space there. And most systems usually don't have a sprayer pump on them that just goes from the hose from the tank to the brake bleeder cap. And what I did was I made my own. So I traded in my rebuilt master cylinder. Never buy one, by the way, they don't work. I've been through 2 of them. And I decided to go with a brand new one. So what I did was I took the cap off the old one and I drilled a couple of holes in it, and I put a couple of threaded nipples so that the hose could go on there. And then I Loctited them around on the inside also, that way no air would escape. And then I took a little piece of tubing, aluminum tubing, and a long threaded pole and bent it around. And I put a t-shirt underneath the thread so it wouldn't mess up the master cylinder. Sometimes you can actually distort the cylinder bore, and that's not good. So I put a couple threads on there, tighten it down, and then I put a T-fitting on there to the hose, and I just used wire and twisted wire around it for my hose clamps. As you can see, you just take a pair of vice grips and some soft wire and twist it around. And I think there's pretty much going to hold on here. I haven't had no leak. So on the gasket though, on the inside of that, what you want to do is, here's the new cap. So what you want to do is you want to take and cut out this and this just around the edge, all the way around. That way you got an open hole for your fluid to come through and your air to go in. And I took this off, and underneath I siliconed it around the edge. So let me show you this real quick. So right there's a little dimple, and then there's a dimple over here, and that'll actually allow air to escape. So what I did is I ran a bead of silicone all the way around here, and then I stuck this back in there, and I put it back on the master cylinder, the old master cylinder, and let it sit all night, and clamped it down with the wire that goes across the top. That way there's no air leaking. So whenever I took it off the next day, drilled my holes, put my little threaded nipples in there, attached the hose after the thread lock dried, and it's ready to go. All you want to do whenever you do this is you want to pump the sprayer up to about 15 psi. And right now I've got it at about 10. It's been sitting there. I tested it at 10 to make sure it wasn't going to leak. And so far it hadn't leaked at all. So yeah, whenever you're ready to bleed your brakes, unscrew the cap to release the pressure. Put your brake fluid in there. Pump it back up to 15 psi. And then you go to each brake and bleed it. You want to start at your rear farthest away from the master cylinder. So that would be the passenger rear. And then you do the passenger, or the driver right, driver side rear. And then you come up to the front, you do the passenger side front, and then you do the driver side rear. So anyways, I hope you like this video. Feel free to comment, leave me questions. subscribe. Thank you. So I just want to recap real quick, y'all, on the pressure bleeder system. All your parts can be bought at Ace Hardware, or you can get most of them at Harbor Freight. So Harbor Freight, if you need a gauge is going to run you about $5, real cheap. The pump sprayer, they have them there also. Can't recall how much they are, but I got, like say, the one from Ace Hardware was $10 plus tax. And then I got all my hose from Ace Hardware, and I got the nipple from Ace Hardware also, the threaded nipples for the hose. Brake fluid was $5.99 at AutoZone. It was on sale, so luckily I got it pretty cheap. You know, I just want to wish y'all good luck. So I hope this helped y'all. Thank you. Bye.